Okay, so last 4 and 5 years have been fully live. Like we initially started with two theory classes and one recording when we started Cheenta, and then we move ahead to recorded theory classes and live problem solving classes, and then now we are moving on to fully recorded plus live doubt rate class. Now, why did we do this? Because we have observed with over time that students have I don't have the time to attend the live classes, whether it's theory or problem solving, and they miss classes during the examinations, um, and naturally they fall behind. So whatever I'm going to discuss today is about how you're going to prepare for 2026 course, and this is can be scaled to any year in the future, but let's focus on 2026. How we have built our course, what is the new structure, and how you should approach the learning using this course properly. Okay, so who are teaching you? This is for the students who have actually recorded the course, who will be teaching you. So we are students and researchers from all over the world, and we love to learn, do research, and teach you guys. So now this is an important question. Each one of you should understand again. Is there two kind of levels of questions or entrances? One is level one, that is the CMI MSc data science level, ISI MSc level, and this level two is the statistics, IIT JAM, ISI MStat, or CVT statistics. My humble suggestion and opinion to all students out here is that if you're focusing on level two, you should ideally give all the examinations of level one and level two, because level two is uh, harder than level one. And if you give level in any single level, you should give all the examinations together, like CVT stat, IIT JAM MS, ISI MStat together. You should prepare for it. And same for level one, IIT Madras, UB, University of Birmingham, ISI MSc, MS, and CMI MSc data science. Now, why CMI MSc data science is easier than ISI? Because if you look into the semester syllabus of CMI, you will observe that it contains topics, uh, mathematics, probability, linear algebra, which are inside the syllabus of the entrance of ISI or IIT. Okay, so naturally it tells you, it um, proves that CMI is easier, right? Now, also there is another reason why I'm telling you to also prepare for level one if you're also in level two. This is the reason. It's because many of you may have a false illusion or understanding that, hey, I am only going to prepare for ISI because that is my dream, or IIT, that is my dream. And maybe you are from engineering background or some different background. You do not know that, right? And we naturally tend to sometimes overestimate our goal. We also don't consider what's around. So it's a good always decision to focus on the subject you want to learn. Probably if the subject you want to learn is data science or applied statistics, then both level one and level two is good. But if you want to only learn, if you want to also focus on good hardcore statistics with good mathematics, then of course only ISI is good. But if you want, let's say if you have a specific goal of, let's say, of specific topic, like finance or something, you can see that there are elective courses in also CMI, like mathematical finance or financial data analysis, that can help you actually learn um, the topics you want to probably learn. So this is my suggestion to each and every one of you, that if you're preparing for any exam in level two, you should also prepare for level one. Okay, not the vice versa. Okay, so let's go to the next part, that how we have made the course. So what we have done is that we have gone into the past year papers. We have, just like this, we have done our research. We have distributed it year wise, topic wise, and we have come to a fixed point of the set of topics that are important. Okay, the stable set of topics that are important for the examinations. And you can see there is enough weightage to that. This is for CMI. Similarly, there is for ISI. We have not showed it here. Also, there is for ISI and IIT and CVT. And we have built a lesson plan for you guys. Okay, so now based on this lesson plan, now you can see this October, November here. This is just to show you that how much time it may take for you to prepare. But it may vary if you're starting from very scratch, but I'm sure most of you are not starting from scratch because you have learned something in your college probably. So this is how the course has been built. The first 28 weeks you should focus on level 1. If you are in level 2, like both level 1 and level 2 people should focus on level 1, as I said. So 28 lessons. So I have assumed that 1 week is equal to 1 lesson. So the first 20 weeks is mathematics and programming. Mathematics 1 and programming, we will show in details, we'll explore in details what this comprise of, what lessons it comprises of. And then probability and statistics 1, and then mathematics 2, probability 2, statistics 2, and then JAM and ISI MStat problem solving. And this level 1 only you will be preparing for CMI MSc, CMI DS and ISI MSc level 1 examinations. That's like problem driven. So how is this level 1? So level 1 designed, the level 1 assumes that you have high school mathematics knowledge. Okay, that's the basic we can accept. Yeah, that's a basic requirement. And level 2 requires you are good in level 1. That's why it's that's basic. Okay, so if you are struggling to, like, say you enroll in ISI MStat course or IIT MMS course and you're struggling to understand even the first very topic, that should be an indication for you that probably you should prepare for level 1 and not level 2 first. Okay, this is how you should prepare and how should decide in your own mind. So again, after that mathematics 1 and programming, we have 8 weeks of probability and statistics, followed by again mathematics 2, probability 2, and statistics 2. This was previously, so it says 2 live course, but essentially there'll be a weekly live doubt clearing sessions, there'll be WhatsApp discussions of doubt clearing sessions, and each and every theoretical and like theory classes and problem solving classes are all recorded with reading resources, and I will show you that, okay, with mock tests and everything. So it's around 28 weeks of level 1, 10 plus 12, 22, 31 weeks of level 2, and then 22 weeks of problem solving. Okay, the score exam oriented problem solving. So each of this week is a lesson. Okay, so what is this in lesson? What is in single lesson? Before I move into this, okay, so let me tell you what is in single lesson. There's a lesson plan that I will show you, but each lesson is comprises of each lesson. So the whole course is a set of lessons. Okay, and each lesson has concepts classes, problem solving classes, assignments, and that's it. Okay, and your goal, the student's simple goal is to, so how does a student know that a student is progressing? The simple goal is not to watch everything out there. Okay, it's just to make you understand, everything is out there to make you understand that if you have any problem, you can revisit this. But a student's only single goal should be to solve all the assignment problems. So there are 30 assignment problems each lesson, and so that for level 1 and level 2 included, there are around 2000 problems. Okay, or around 2000 problems. So your goal should be to solve all these 2000 problems without getting distracted, being focused, concentrating. That's your only goal. Okay, that's every student's only single goal. That should be the only goal. And then there are mock tests and quizzes after that. So let me show you that how we have built a lesson plan. So all these things will be disappearing, only these two will be there, okay, for you guys. One is level 1, one is level 2, very organized. So let's go to level 1 first. Let's see. So you go to classwork and you will see that we have first pre-calculus and algebra, all these topics, and each topic has a folder inside that. We will go to that folder, and then programming and logic. Then you divide calculus, then matrix and determinants, combinatorics, probability and statistics, and then mock test. More mock tests will be added here. Okay. So this is the lesson plan for level 1 and level 2. Is this a lot of cheat sheets and books resources out there? Again, there's real analysis. So in some of them there are multiple lessons. Okay, and then as you can see, linear algebra, multivariate calculus, probability and random variables, univariate distributions, multivariate distributions, limit theorems, estimation, hypothesis testing, sample survey, DOE, and linear models. Okay, all of these are there. So as you can see, and then crash course are there. Okay, all the crash course stuff. So this is all about the course, and it's very organized. It's been there for the last 4 or 5 years. So it's very stable. We know what worked for the students, what didn't work, we removed it, what they wanted, we added it. So it's very stable. Okay, and as I said, we have been doing for the last 4 and 5 years. Just this, as I said, the whole course is prepared for you guys. Okay, just what you have to do is either a student already there or a student who enrolls, is that you have to go through all of them, each one of them individually, make sure to solve this, and that's it. And if you have any issues, go back to the recordings and watch them. Your goal is to, can I solve the problems? That's it, the 2000 problems. So let's see what's there in each of those lessons. So let's go to, let's say, probability and let's say conditional probability. This is for level 1. So first of all, there are reading materials, as you can see. So again, this is a lesson, and you can see reading materials, theory classes, and problem solving, reading materials and theory. So here there are notes, as you can see. Proper notes out there that you need to learn from. And then there are problem solving and theory classes. We have discussed some of the theory. So our goal in level 1 is simple, is to do problem driven theory. So we take up a problem, we discuss the necessary theory to solve it, and then we solve the problem, and then we go on to the next idea. Similarly, you can see problem sets out here like this. Problem sets out here, and we discuss the problem sets. And similarly here, these are PYQs of past years CMI, in this case level 1. Okay, simple. And this is done for each and every week. So each and every week, and you can see probably there are around like 17 problems, and there are so around 30 problems each week. Okay, so CMI alone has around 600 to 800 problems, 600 problems, let's say. So I'm sure 800 problems. Okay, so this is all about this. As I said, this is first level 1 and level 2. Let's go to level 2 now. This is same in all the lessons. In level 2, again, let's go to estimation, sufficiency, and exponential family. In this is level 1. As you can see, there are theory and reading materials. So there are theory classes, recorded classes. Yeah, level 2, we have taken it more seriously because it's harder, and therefore we have recorded theory classes out there. There are recorded theory classes for level 1 also. And you have already seen that it's theory plus problem solving, but there are only theory classes also. Mostly they are in the first lecture, first lecture or the first lesson plan, lesson topic. Like let's say you are starting probability, so we give all the theory lectures in the first probability lesson plan. So you will find it out there when you are there. Okay, so in the theory class, you can see number of different theory materials are here, and a lot of reading materials are here. In this case, reading materials, as you can see, a lot of reading materials are here. Sometimes we have written these reading materials, how to solve each problems, the techniques, and as you can see, many things. So there's a lot to learn. Everything is out there, okay, fully done for you guys, and it has worked for people who have enrolled or got into IIT and ISI, if they do it fully properly. Okay, so this is the recorded theory classes, then live problem solving classes. We have both the batch. You can select any batch you want. Again, each of them has 3 or at least 3 problem solving classes, and we have assignments. So in this case, you can see problem set 1, 3 problem sets are there at least. Problem set 1, problem set 2, problem set 3. Okay, and these are discussed in those at least 3 classes. Okay, so 30 lessons out here, 30 problems out here, and there are also 30 problems every week, 30 problems. And as you can see, there are more than like quite a few weeks out there. So at least 2000 problems we will get to solve. And now then you also have mock tests. So this was the whole idea. I showed you the lesson plan. I showed that concept classes, problem solving classes, assignments, and then you have mock tests and quizzes. So let me show you the mock tests and quizzes. So let's go to CMI mock test, and you can see, okay, probably this mock tests are over. I think it's a different one. Yeah. So you can see different mock tests out here. Okay. 40 questions. First 20 are objective, then they are subjective. Like this. Similarly, for IIT and ISI, as you can see here. MCQ1, MCQ2, MCQ3, NAT1, NAT2, just like it happens in IIT. Similarly for ISI, you have objective and subjective like this. So you can see subjective like this. Objective is the same, subjective like this. Written. Just like it happens, okay? So everything is out there, guys. You have to just focus on it and do it. And we have also CUET. CUET. I have some. I have to see where the CUET is. I think it's not starred. I have to check. Probably it's not started here. There is also CUET course, okay? So that's all about the whole course structure, guys. Yeah. So this is for the new students who are also planning to uh, start their journey. Is this so? How do you know where you're standing? This is very important. How do you know where you're standing? To know where you're standing, just do the following thing. Just start by solving a past year paper of whichever examination you're interested in. Okay, and see that this is so you have all the course structure now, and you can also get it online. The what are the lesson plan that you need to do? What are lesson plans you need to have? So you can go to Cheenta, search like Cheenta statistics course. And if you're searching the statistics course, our first course will come up, and you can go to any one of them. Okay, and if you look into here, all the entire uh, all the lesson topics are given here, and you can go to a past year paper and see that which are the problems you can solve, which are the problems you cannot solve. Do it over 1 week. That will tell you that which topics your foundations are good in. Do not focus on the time aspect. So once you know your foundations are good, you can practice more and more to get it right under time. That's not a problem. But the step one is to build your foundations. So to understand where your foundations are lacking or it's really strong, you go to a past paper, solve it, go to our brochure and see that, oh, these are the topics I'm good at, these are the topics I'm bad at. Okay. And then if you're already in the course, this is what you should do. For the topics you're good at, go and search that topic inside that classroom and solve the assignment problems. Because you're already good at it, you can solve the assignment problems. That's natural. And which topics you're not good at, go and start theory classes, reading materials, and then go to the assignments. As I said, the only goal is to, this way you can save your time. Okay. Because I believe that many of you will be really good at basic matrices, linear algebra, like basic matrix addition and stuff. There's a course, there's a lesson plan out there for basic matrix addition. Just go and test yourself out there. Okay. Simple. That's basic, simple aspect. Okay. And let's say you do not know conditional probability, so go out there, learn it, and then again come back and solve the assignment. Simple, very simple, guys. You just don't no need to complicate this whole thing. Okay, follow the simple structure till you solve all the 2000 problems, and everything will be done. At the end of the 2000 problems, you will be totally a different person. Okay, but just that you have to persevere through that. That's all about it. And we have done the hard work to make it whole organized for you. Now it's your job to actually go through it and learn from it and give your best. So that's all about from my end. Is there any other question I can help you out with, students? Okay, so to also help you guys to have your doubts cleared, naturally this is a recorded course, so you should interact with the students, to the teachers. So please, there'll be a WhatsApp group and you post your doubts there, and we will have a class organized for you every weekend to clear your doubts, both in level 1 and level 2 separately or together. Depends on what, if a student is there in both we will have a single class, or but we will clear doubts every week if we have any. So that's very important, and this is what you it will say. This is from my experience from teaching for the last 5 years, that students who ask doubts always do well, and regularly, consistently, not like one day, but over a year. We just have to take up the challenge. And if you cannot take up the challenge, probably you're looking for shortcuts. And yes, there are people out there who can teach you shortcuts, and you can get into there. But sorry, we do not do that way. So this is the course we have to offer to you, and I'm sure people have done this course, got into IIT, got into ISI, have gone for PhD abroad in USA, Bristol, Ohio State, and all these places, and that means it works. That means people can do it. It's just that whether you want to do it or not. Okay, so I can tell you from the bottom of my heart that it works 100%. It's worked for quite a few people. Albeit it's a very small percentage because many people are not ready to give their full efforts, but it works. So, any questions from your end? I can help you out with, guys. Yes, I will call out the names for just to check. Avinava, Abhishek, Amitava, Anisha, Anya, Fatima, Komud, Moinak, Sharon, Shoham, Sonia, and Srini. Any questions?
হ্যালো
Yeah, hi Amitava. Yeah.
স্যার বলছি কি আমি যখন মানে লেভেল 2 এর
Because I can understand Bengali. The thing is that I want your question to be understood by others. Okay, that's it. No other reason. Will it be possible? Else I can talk to you in Bengali after the class.
নো স্যার আই এম কমফোর্টেবল ইন বেঙ্গলি
Oh, you want to talk only in Bengali?
নো স্যার আই আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড ইংলিশ বাট আই এম নট ফ্লুয়েন্ট ইন দিস
Okay. Okay. So can you just wait for some time? Because if other people have questions, I can answer you towards the end. Okay.
ওকে স্যার
Yeah. Thank you for understanding. Yeah. Any other person out there who have questions? Is there any other way I can help you out with? Okay. So sounds good. Amitav, we can ask your question.
স্যার বলছি কি আমি লেভেল 2 এর তো মানে আইএসআইসি